Hi guys, this is your soul doctor Disha Sachdeva, and today we are going to talk about something really interesting: soul contracts and karmic relationships. So, friends, you know what? When a soul decides to come on the earth, the soul first analyzes that what are the lessons that I need to learn in this lifetime, and what are the karmic residues, the karmic unsorted karmic debts which I have to pay to certain souls. Certain souls. So, firstly, the soul analyzes the lessons and the karmic residues which they have to pay to different souls. And then a group of souls form a meeting and then they decide that, okay, this is the lesson you have to learn. So, I will come at this particular time in your life and I will try to teach you this lesson. Okay, and this is a contract. So then they sign a contract, and then there are certain karmas, the unresolved karmas with different souls. So they also, form a meeting, and then they decide that okay, this is the karma, the unresolved karma between both of us. So what we will do, we'll meet up in this lifetime, and at this particular time, or when I'm going through this life lesson, so it is going to be very easy for me to learn this life lesson through you coming in my life. And what we can do is also through learning this life lesson we can resolve our own karmas. So this is what happens. So then every soul, certain every soul makes some contracts and agreements between the other souls. So a group of souls makes contracts and then they land up on the earth, and then the drama starts. So then finally, you've understood that when we are here, nobody can enter our lives without the contract we have done. Like you cannot enter a country without the passport or the visa. Visa is the contract. That the agreement that you can land on their country, on their land. So nobody can land in your life without the soul contract. So any person, whoever is landing in your life, whether it's a boss, whether it's a girlfriend, boyfriend, your parents, your siblings, your friends, your irritating colleagues, your random people in your life, nobody can enter your life without that agreement, which is called soul contracts. So now I think you must be clear about what soul contracts are. So now then what happens is that certain times the teacher, the people which come in our lives, which gives us a lot of pain, the lot of irritation and drama, they are the souls which we have done the contract with, and they come in our life to do a lot of drama. And while creating this drama and pain in our life, they teach us a certain lesson, or they give us the karma back, the unresolved karma. So this is a very interesting thing. So whenever somebody is creating messed up things in your life, they are creating a lot of drama, unintentionally they're just giving you a lot of pain, and you think that I've not done anything wrong with this guy, but why am I getting so much of pain from this person? This is actually the unresolved karma which is coming back, and or definitely they are giving you back a lesson, they're teaching you a lesson. And what happens that certain times these relationships, and these relationships can not only be love relationships, they can also be a colleague troubling you, a boss troubling you and making life really miserable for you, a parent torturing you, a sibling torturing you, some school people, friends bullying you, anything. Whoever is making life really messed up for you, is trying to teach you a lesson. And generally these lessons are related to the lower chakras lessons, and most of the time these lessons are related to loving yourself, because most of the time we don't know how to love ourselves, and we only and only learn to love ourselves when somebody just rejects us, when somebody treats us like shit. And most of all, self honor, what is self respect, what is self love, they teach us these lessons by creating a lot of drama in our lives. So, whenever all these drama and shitty situations are happening in your life, just understand that you're going through a karmic relationship, and don't blame that person. It's only and only you who decided to learn this lesson, and who did a who did a contract, who signed a contract and invited this soul. So this soul is actually teaching you. This soul is a teacher. So I know it's really very difficult to understand that, this person who's actually making life miserable for me is my teacher. But yes, they are your teachers. So let's talk about karmic relationships now. So most of the times, karmic relationships, when we talk about karmic relationships, we talk in context of a love affair. So what happens when you meet somebody? You feel that there's an instant connection. The spark in their eyes, there's something, some kind of attraction which pulls you towards them. Like you feel that I know this soul. They are very familiar. They feel like I just know this person. This energy is very familiar. So then this is a number one sign of a karmic relationship, because obviously you know these people, you know these souls, because you have traveled a lot of lifetimes with these souls doing I don't know what all crazy shits. So you have to maybe balance some karmas with them, or maybe these are there to teach you some lessons. So whenever there's an instant connection, an instant spark, something feels familiar, this is the number one sign that this is a karmic relationship. Then what happens, number two, is you have a lot of passion there, a lot of passionate energy, a lot of sexual energy. The sexual chemistry is really amazing. It doesn't have to be, but if it is there, like instant connection and crazy goddamn crazy sexual energy, then this is definitely a karmic relationship. I know. Most of the time we think that, this is amazing and this guy is my soulmate because this is like crazy connection on all levels. But darling, sorry to say, this is like only a karmic connection teaching you a lot of self-love. So I'll tell you why do you have a lot of passionate energy with these people, is because your soul wants you to connect to these people, to go to these people, and the most easiest way to make you go, to draw you or attract you to these towards these persons are the sexual trauma, the sexual, not the traumas, the sexual energies. So when you're attracted and having a lot of passionate energy between a person and another person, then you will go to them, you will have a lot of sex, and then you will have a lot of drama, and then you will have to go through a painful breakup, and then you will learn your lessons. So yeah, this seems to be really painful, but then of course, this is a karmic relationship teaching you lessons through pain. So number two is a lot of passionate energy, familiarity. Now what happens that when you are in a karmic relationship, you doesn't feel safe. You feel that I am committed to this person. I am giving my 100%, but you always doubt that whether this person loves me 100% or not, whether this person is going to stand for me, like he's going to be available for me, or she's going to be available for me every time or not. You always question that. So you don't have 100% surety that this guy or girl is going to be there. So you always have that 1% of doubt. So you don't feel safe in these relationships. And then what happens is that your communication is choked. You cannot be 100% authentic. There's something, something stopping you to to communicate your real feelings to that person. You feel that, if I'm going to tell you my 100% emotions, this guy or girl is not going to like me. They're going to just leave me, and they'll just go away. You're always scared that this person is going to leave you and they will go away, or you're always scared of anything. So something happens and your communication is choked. You cannot be authentic. You're trying to please them that, I'm somebody good, please be with me. There's always a little beggar energy. It doesn't have to be, but definitely you cannot be 100% authentic. Then one more point to see is that there's something off. You think that sexual chemistry is good. I feel familiar with this person. I feel that I know this person from a very long time, but then something is off. Something inside you tells you that this is not the one. that something is missing, or maybe there's a lot of drama involved. So of course, drama is a big part of karmic relationships, that you have a lot of crazy shit, crazy ass drama involved in karmic relationships. So what happens is that there must be something, maybe you are in a love relationship with a married guy, or there's some kind of craziness involved. They're like full of drama and pain. They're like more masala. They have a lot of more masala than Bollywood movies. So yeah, they have a lot of drama and all these things involved. So if you have all these the whatever I've told you, if you can see all these things and signs in your relationship, then definitely it's a clear indication that you are in a karmic relationship and you are going through a major life lesson. So now, what do we do with these relationships? First of all, only and only after you learn your lessons and you're through with these karmic relationships, then only and only then will you be able to attract a real relationship, a sacred relationship in your life. And when you attract a sacred relationship, there's definitely a lot of unconditional love, because then the cords would be connected, the energy would be connected from the heart center. And in these relationships, the karmic relationships, the major energies are connected with the lower chakras, and basically the sacral chakra, which is the second chakra, which is also known as the sexual chakra. So wherever the crazy passion and all these energies of darkness, of a lot of drama and pain, and a lot of insecurities are there. When you feel insecure with this person, you don't feel safe with this person, you have a lot of self doubt, and you have a lot of doubts in the relationship with that that whether this person really loves me, or is he just using me, and you're not sure, then it is definitely a karmic relationship. And when you will have a sacred relationship, that person will just feel like home. You don't even have to communicate all these small needs, because you're coming home. You will feel safe. You will feel loved. And by the time when you will attract a sacred relationship, you will know how to love yourself. And only when you know how to love yourself unconditionally will you be attracting the right relationships. So now, if you know that this is a karmic relationship, whether in your love relationships, the intimate relationships, or maybe in your workspace or any of your friends or whatever, so understand that the soul is actually teaching me a lesson. I know it's really very hard. You cannot just say, okay, this is teaching me a lesson. The pain is real. So don't force yourself to have all the wisdom at once after watching this video or whatever. Don't force yourself to have all the wisdom. Allow yourself to take time to mourn, to take time to be sad, to take time to be angry, to take time to be frustrated, to take time to be scared and fearful. So once you know that this is a karmic relationship, or this was a karmic relationship, if you had a breakup or something, so allow yourself the time to just be sad and go through all these ugly emotions, because it's necessary for you to understand that it's okay. Whatever emotions you're going through, it's okay to feel emotional. Just don't project your emotions on others. Just don't be angry on everybody, and just don't throw your emotions, don't vomit your emotions on others. But if you're feeling angry, then allow yourself to be angry. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be fearful. It's okay to be me. Okay, so now once you have allowed yourself to feel all these emotions, and the layers of emotions will go. Okay, first sometimes you'll feel angry, sometimes you'll feel sad, sometimes you'll feel worthless, sometimes you'll feel really 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 frustrated, feel like having a revenge and all that emotions. Once all these emotions will pass, then of course you will know that this was a person who's actually teaching me a lesson. And then by the time you will gain a lot of strength inside you, you will understand that I don't need to have this love from somebody else. I need to give love to my own self. And one more thing I need to tell you, that if you, after this breakup also, or after this relationship fucked up, also, if you don't learn the lesson to love yourself, to have that strength, to have that confidence and respect in your own self, then darling, this relationship this pattern is going to repeat in another relationship, and then another relationship, and then another relationship, until and unless you understand, and the intensity will keep on increasing. Like if you're giving a paper and you fail in a class, then the question paper will keep on coming and coming and coming and coming, and the intensity will keep on increasing, because the examiner would expect that this guy is just learning so many from such a long time, they must be very pro in that subject. So every time you fail to learn that lesson with a specific person, another person of the similar kachada drama, another person of the similar frequency would come in your life. They will again make your life very, very, very pathetic, and then they will again create a lot of drama, and they will actually shake you up to the core to understand, to value yourself. Really, really, really value yourself. And so this is like a disclaimer that learn your lessons, darlings. Please learn your lessons. So, yeah. So now, when you understand that this was a karmic relationship, you've gone through all the fucked up emotions, and then you have realized that it's okay, it's time for me to forgive this person. So, first of all, understand that what was the lesson? What was, you can write the lesson. You can just understand that this was my lesson, and I'm ready to understand and love myself, and I'm ready to understand this lesson. Then you can actually close your eyes and you can imagine that person standing or sitting in front of you energetically, and you can just talk to them, their soul, that I'm sorry I judged you, please forgive me, I love you unconditionally, and I thank you for being my teacher. I'm sorry that maybe in some of my past lives I must have done something really wrong to you. That is why you came in my life and did a lot of trauma in my life. You created a lot of pain. But I'm sorry to initially create a lot of drama in your life, maybe in some of my lifetimes. I'm sorry for whatever wrong I have done to you in whatever lifetime. Please forgive me. I send you my unconditional love and I bless you. I really bless you with a lot of love and a lot of happiness wherever you are. Just stay really, really, really happy. So when you communicate this energetically to this person, and you also have to say that I free you from the soul contract and I free myself from the soul contract. So when you say all these things, that person, the soul of that person is liberated, and you are liberated to move forward. And then you tell yourself that it's okay, and I'm learning this lesson. I promise to learn this lesson and dissolve the need to ever repeat this pattern in my life. So when you say all these things and free that person, you liberate yourself and you learn the lesson. And the most important thing is to take the action. Because if you understand that, okay, I've learned the lesson of self-love, then again the test will come. That ex might call you, or that ex might message you, or another new person might come in your life, and they will again start treating you like that person. And then at that moment, you have to remember that it's over. I will be most important in my life from this very moment. I will not treat anybody above me. So you have to learn this lesson, because till the time you will not learn this lesson and bring it in practice, these lessons will keep on repeating in your life. Okay, so this was it about karmic relationships, about soul contracts. And I hope I've made my point clear. And I hope everybody who's going through some low time, who's going through a breakup, who's going through a lot of life lessons, all of you who are going through a lot of shit might understand after watching my video, and they will just learn something and they will just try to make their lives better. So, yeah, this was it about karmic relationships and soul contracts. I hope you stay well and you have a lot of love and blessings and light in your life. Bye. Take care.